Welcome to NonDiet Coaching podcast. I'm Stephanie Dodier, clinical nutritionist and creator of the Going to Beyond the Food method, and I'm on a mission to help all coaches undiet their life and their coaching business. Ready? Let's do this. Welcome back, my dear colleague. I hope you're doing well. I'm recording this podcast from Morocco. Some of you have been following me either on the podcast, on social media, and seeing my preparation to come to Morocco. For those who listen to this podcast and do not know, I am a digital nomad. I have this business, NonDiet Your Life, and the NonDiet Mentorship Program, my two key coaching program that I help people with. 100% online. That was created by design 6 years ago. 6 years ago, again, if you don't know, I closed my traditional nutrition practice in Toronto, Canada, closed the building, laid off the people, and moved my business online and created Beyond the Food with the Going to Beyond the Food methodology, which is what I teach to all the people in the professional level that work with me. And it was by design for me to live what at the time was a dream, which was to travel the world. I am a history buff. I'm a sociologist, anthropologist. I love studying culture and human behavior. And I wanted to do that most of the time. And in order to do that, and the need to make money, like all of you, I need to earn money to live and to pay for my food and my house. I needed an online business to be able to combine the both. And 6 years ago, must I tell you, there was not a lot of resources for us to have online businesses, specifically in the coaching world. And I kind of paved my way through creating NonDiet Your Life. And that's what I teach now. I teach Stephanie's way of building an online businesses to all the professionals who join my program. And one of the things that I do is I host live event for people to get to know me and to know my program. And that's what I want to talk to you about is the upcoming live event. This is so exciting for me because we get to spend time together doing what I love the most, which is teaching and coaching. So I created an opt-in, for those that are familiar with online, I created an opt-in for my business, doing the things that I love, which is to teach and to coach. And those are the live events that I host twice a year, where we get to teach and coach for 5 days straight together. And it gives you a good sense if I'm the right person to help you in your next step in your journey. And one of those events is coming up. So if you're listening live to this, the next event is November the 7th to the 11th. Typically, the other live event is in May that I host. So this is the last one for 2022, and you're going to have probably to wait 6 months for another live event. And these events are mind-blowing, incredible, life-changing events because I teach you all the things on the topic of the live event. And this live event is all about coaching the non-diet approach. We're going to talk about all things coaching. I'm going to teach you the NonDiet coaching protocol, and I'm going to help you coach yourself. Because one of the things that is, if you're new around here, one of my mantra of one of my primary ideology is you can only take your client as far as you've taken yourself. So if you want to coach other people, or if you want to transition your business from consulting to coaching, the first step is learning to coach yourself. And I'm going to teach you that in that live event as well. I'm going to take you through over the next few minutes here on the agenda of every day over those 5 days, but I just want to highlight something for you before we get into the nitty-gritty details. This is the first and only event in its kind in our industry. As of right now, October 25th, 2022, I do not know of any other live events specific to the non-diet approach that specifically teach you things around intuitive eating, body image, health at every size, and coaching these. Now, there's plenty of courses about the science of intuitive eating, the science of body image, the science of health at every size. But that's not the primary focus of my program. My program is about taking all that science, all that intellectual stuff, and actually making it accessible in a coaching format to our client. Because transformation for you and for your client doesn't come from intellectualization. It doesn't come from knowing science or knowing intellectual facts about body image or intuitive eating and health at every size. And unfortunately, this is so much the problem that I see with our industry right now, is we think the more science, the more complicated we make what we teach our client is what's going to unlock the transformation. And it's not. It's not. What transforms a behavioral problem is the emotion and the thinking behind the behavior we want to change. Don't kid yourself here. If you're dealing with eating, if you're dealing with body image and health in any aspect of it, it's a behavioral problem. And addressing, I'm clapping my hand right now, but going in at the behavior level and coaching the behavior will only give you temporary results. And I'll get into the reason why that happens. Coaching goes at the thought and the belief level and helps people process the emotion that creates the behavior we want to change. And this event that we're going to have, November the 7th and the 11th, is 100% focused on that. And there's nobody else talking about this in our industry. So if you're looking for training specific to the non-diet approach, this is it. This is why people come to my event, and their professional mind, their coach's brain are blown because nobody else talks about this. So this is a paid event. It's $47, 30 minutes every day of teaching and 30 minutes of coaching. At the end of the event, you didn't get your money's worth. You didn't get $47 worth of value. And I will gladly give back on this. I've been having this guaranteed for many years. I've never given back a single dollar because people get their mind blown when they come to my event. So, what are we going to do for 5 days? Day 1, I'm going to go right in. I'm going to give it all to you. I'm going to give you the NonDiet Coaching protocol. We're going to talk about coaching the non-diet approach and what it takes. This whole behavioral problem. I'm going to talk about what traditionally we are taught in school, that you have a degree, a certification, a health coaching certification. I'm going to show you why what you were taught doesn't work. It has nothing to do with you personally. It has to do with the psychology and the neuroscience. And I'm going to show you what to do instead, which is the NonDiet Coaching protocol, and why it works with food, body, and with anything else. Once you learn how to coach at the thought and the belief level, you can handle anything, literally, no joke, from professional, when they inquire to work with me. I get stuck when my client brings big emotion to the session, when people start crying in session, when people tell me they're afraid of weight gain. I don't know what to do with this because you don't know how to coach. And it's not you. Like, there's nothing wrong with you as a professional. We don't teach that. I have many degrees in science and health, and not once Has anybody taught me how to coach? Anybody has taught me how to deal with emotion, how to deal with belief system, how to deal with thoughts? Nobody. I had to go and get certification and take courses on my own because I was struggling with clients. And I share that in many episodes of the podcast, right? How my clients have been my biggest teacher because they forced me to go and learn how to coach. And then we're going to talk about day 2, why it's important for us to make money as non-diet coaches and how we need to learn to coach ourselves. And our area of coaching as professional is our business. And that is why many of us struggle in our business. And I know I did for years, trying to build an online business because I wasn't coaching myself. So I'm going to teach you how to take the coaching and apply growing your business. We're going to learn to sell with integrity and how selling is coaching and coaching is selling and how to do that in a non-oppressive way. I have my own way of doing business, my own framework, and I'm going to teach you that. And I'm going to talk about how to use our lived experience to help others and how to hold space, how to create safety. And the number one safety and creating constant environment of coaching that's productive is your own relationship to yourself. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about why we're struggling with imposter coach syndromes. And I'm going to give you the role and responsibility of a non-diet coach and also powerful coaching question to ask yourself. Day 4, we're going to talk about the best non-diet coaching tools, not talking about the science of intuitive eating or body neutrality, but instead how to coach intuitive eating, how to coach body image, and how to coach ourselves through our business. I'm going to outline different tools, and I'm going to give you some of the assessment tool that I use in my practice. In day 5, we're going to talk about how to take the next step, how to train to become a coach, a non-diet coach, an undiet coach. We're going to talk about the next step, how you need to work on yourself in order to be able to coach others. I'm going to do a big Q&A. So this is going to be our agenda for the 5 days. I'm inviting you to join us. I'm inviting you to invest in yourself. I'm inviting you to open your mind to see how not only can you learn to coach other people, but how coaching can transform your own life. And I'm going to add this. If you feel stuck in your business, you're like, oh, I know coaching, I've been taught to coach, but I feel stuck in my business. It's not a coaching thing, Stephanie. It's like there's some formula in how to create clients and business that I'm just not understanding. So I'm not sure this can help me. If this is you right now, listen up to me. I want to invite you to come. I want to invite you to come and listen. Listen if perhaps my approach to coaching could help you. Perhaps there's 1 or 2 things in how you've learned to coach that are specific to a brain that has been oppressed by diet culture, by patriarchy, by any other system of oppression that you could pick up on that could help you get unstuck. Our methodology of coaching is an intersectional coaching framework. It's root cause coaching, causal coaching. So we're not just coaching at what I call the A line of the behavior. We're coaching at the belief system. And my guess is the reason why you're stuck, it's not because of a secret process in marketing or a unknown way to write a social media post that you just don't have. My guess is how you're thinking about your business and how you're believing about yourself, what you believe about yourself as a business owner or as a coach. My guess is, based on I've been business coaching since I was about 30 years old in the corporate and retail work, and now in this field, it's never about a secret thing that you don't possess. It's all about mindset. So I'm inviting you to come and to listen and to see if I can teach you one or two things that's going to allow you to take your coaching, coach yourself, and then get unstuck in your business. Every time somebody tells me, no, it's not about coaching. It's about some secrets or some special step or secret sauce I don't have, all the time. It's in their brain. It's something in their brain that is holding them back from connecting with people, connecting with future client, their audiences, the way they go about talking their offer, that gets them stuck. And all the time, it all comes down to the impact that diet culture had on their brain. And even if you're a coach today, you're a dietitian, you're a therapist, you're a social worker. I work with all kinds of people, from doctors to like nurses and nurse practitioner. If you're one of those very specifically highly trained individual, what's missing from your training is not the science. It's the human skill. And that's what this 5-day training is going to help you get and understand, which gap you need to bridge you to interact with your patient and your client in such a way that they will get the transformation that you know they need in order to access their goals. So I'm inviting all of you to join us. The link is in the show note. It's on our website. It's on our social media. It's everywhere. Register yourself. We're going to spend 5 days together. This is the event in the non-diet space for you to get shitload of value in 5 days. And also we're going to talk about the non-diet mentorship program, and you're going to see what I teach in that program, who am I as a coach, if it fits with you. And we're going to have plenty of time to answer question about the non-diet mentorship program as well for the next cohort that starts in January. So you're going to be there? So I can't wait to meet many of you, to put a face, to put a voice on a lot of you listening to this podcast. I'll see you there. And until then, I love you, and I'll see you in the next podcast. Ready to shed diet culture from your practice and help more clients do the same? Awesome. We've got 3 resources to get you started. Simply go to stephaniedodier.com/pro series, all in one word, and access our 3 free training classes that are currently available. We also have a free PDF guide to intuitive eating, an article about the non-diet approach. We also offer a variety of paid programs throughout the year to support you in your journey to undiet your coaching practice. Join us at stephaniedodier.com/pro series, and I'll see you on the other side.